Hi, this is Shadows Enigma. First, I want to give you an update on my when I went to the hospital on the 10th. I have an arachnoid cyst that's sitting on the back of my head. It connects to your spinal cord, or well, in this case, it connected to mine. But what an arachnoid cyst is a buildup of water that forms on your spinal cord. Okay, and it can cause a number of different things. It can cause nausea, vomiting, uh, a bunch of other shit. Uh, but yeah, also if it can cause weak legs, like numbing of the legs, weakness, not being able to walk. You'll be stumbling a lot, loss of balance, stuff like that. Okay. So basically, the doctor told me was to have a follow-up appointment, make sure it's not growing, and then just rest easy, drink plenty of fluids, and all that stuff. Um, but anyway, so there's the update of that. The main thing I really want to talk about is we're gonna go to the official Rust club on Xbox. Excuse me, for console edition. Okay, and we're gonna read some of these comments. Okay. First, we're gonna the ones that I actually liked. I put you can put a heart on them on the comments. Those are the ones I'm going to be reading. I've only scrolled down maybe a page and a half, so if anything, we'll go further to about we'll say about a week or so. Okay. First, we're going to start with Gunbag McGee. He says, as far as I'm aware, Rust in a survival game, not is a survival game. Sorry, not a ill take your shit for no reason, even if it's useless to me because I'm autistic and can't let anyone join the game. What the heck is wrong with 99% of the players? Okay, first of all, using autism in a sentence like that is just wrong, but okay. Uh, Second of all, that's called toxic players. They're toxic. They're heartless. They don't care. And all they see is it's a video game. It's Rust. That's all they see. Rather than letting people play the game, especially like myself, and try to make some content, they would rather just offline you or uh, whatever, or just pick on you. And the thing about Rust Console Edition, as of right now, as of this day, uh, which is like August, I think it's August 16th, something like that, 15th, 16th, something like that. Anyway, so basically, as of August 16th of 2022, we're just going to say that. Uh, no, they're toxic. Okay, the only way you're going to be able, and I really wish I didn't. I really wish it wasn't like this at all. But the only two ways you're going to be able to play on Rust is one, you join a group of people, and you have different time frames. So like you have somebody who's up during the day and somebody who's up during the night, or you you basically just you know join a big clan. I really I wish it wasn't that like that at all, but I mean, there's no time to waste, and this is to Double 11 and whoever the other company is. Uh, Honestly, the time is now. Why wait? We want community servers. We want them. We want community servers. We want to be able to make our own games. Not only that, we want designated servers so that people are not breaking the rules of Rust. Okay? And honestly, I feel like that if you're going to be strict on PC, you should be strict on console, on the console edition. Uh, and the reason why I say that is because, I mean, you're going to have people that mouth off. You're going to have people that do that. Even sometimes I mouth off. I admit it. There's times where I mouth off because I get mad because I can't do anything in the game. Every time I get started, it's like somebody comes after me, like I'm being player targeted. Okay. Uh, and then they come and they have a lame excuse. Well, I want high qual, or I want food, or I just want to see if you have a gun, or what, some lame excuse like that. First of all, if you need high qual and you're going to another base just to get some, you don't even need to do that. You could go and farm for road signs. You could farm for sheet metal, uh, um, weapon body parts will give you some. Springs will give you some. Uh, or even monuments can give you some. There's uh, metal kits can give you some. Which, but like, there's no need to go to somebody's door and ask for high qual, and when you know you're not going to get it unless you raid them. So like, there's no point. There's really no point into getting to doing that. Okay, let's go down. Let's go to the next one. The Turquoise Cat 4 3 days ago says, "Bro, we playing on an early version of Rust. Make it up to date with PC's version of Rust." Okay, here's the thing. This is not an early version. This game has been out for almost 2 years, if not 2 years, and there's no major change. Console Edition Rust has no major change. Has had none. As a matter of fact, when they announced an update coming out, that was over 200 days ago on the official club. 200 days ago. And we've been waiting on this. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And they keep saying, well, we need money. Well, you know what? If you just open up the community servers, and here's where you're going to make money. This is where you're going to make money. Rust, Double 11, whoever. This is where you're going to make money. Okay? Where you're going to make money at is making custom servers and making people buy credits to have their own server. That's where you're going to make the money. You might make some with cosmetics or with your credits, but you would make even more if you just allowed people to make servers. Okay? Trust me on this. Because the way the game is currently right now, majority of the people won't play Rust unless it's, unless there's designated servers, okay? But if you give the people, your followers, your gamers, what they want, like being able to make their own game, whether you're spending credits or not, which if you want to make money, the best way to do that is buy credits. Then not only would your game, would your players be happy with the game, but your game would grow. It would grow because you're showing that you care about the community more than your money. Okay? Yeah, I get it. You got to make money. If you're going to run a game, that's just like any other multiplayer game that has servers, on it. It takes money. It takes money for that. But if you're being paid money to buy, for credits to own for somebody to own a server and admin that server, then why are you stopping to hesitate on that? That's a bad, you saying no to that is a bad idea. That tells people that all you care about is money and not your community, and nobody's going to play it. I'm telling you that right now. The only people that will play it are people who are toxic. And that's it. That's it. Period. And trust me, you don't want that kind of fan base, because then you're going to get a negative revenue, and nobody's going to play your game. Now, as far as game designing, I don't know jack shit about it, but I know common sense, and I know a little tiny bit about marketing, just a little tiny bit, and that seems like that would be the wise move, would be to allow people to have custom servers now, not when you feel like it. Now, Now's the time. Now's the time to come out with servers. Now's the time for that big update. Now's the time. If you're going to announce an update 200 days ago and we got nothing but little minor bug fixes, you got to come up with something big. You got to come up with something big. If you want this game to be successful, you want this console edition to be successful, then you need to bring something big to the table of Rust console edition. And I think the move would be to allow people to make their own servers. Not just because I want to, but apparently there's a lot of other people on here that are tired of the way the game is right now. It's not just me. There's a lot of other people. And I'm only handpicking some because there's so many on your official club link here for Xbox. There's so many. So many. So we're going to move on here. We're going to read on. Oh, here's another one. Dark Galaxy X22 4 days ago says, yeah, because D11 obviously can't do it. We have been waiting for over 2 years and still nothing we actually paid for. Okay. First off, it does take money to run a server. It does take money to have a server up and all that. The marketing of that makes sense. But the fact is if you're opening up community servers or allowing people to have their own servers, you're not paying for it. We are. We're paying for it. You're not. We are. We are paying for it because we are taking the money that we put in for whatever credit that is, as long as it's reasonable, and then we build our own server. So technically, yeah, you own the server, you still own it. So like we're kind of like renting it out, kind of. So we're paying a month for it, and that makes sense. So we're helping you pay for it by buying your credits to buy the server. And and here's the thing. If we don't pay for another month, I guarantee you're going to shut it down. Because there's no reason to keep it open if there's no admin there. So this makes sense. So we're going to move, but yeah, it literally has, I wouldn't say it's over 2 years, but it's been close. If not, well, maybe it has been. Who knows? I haven't really looked into it, and I probably shouldn't. But yeah. Anyway, Aiden, 5 days ago, says, if Face Punch sees this, please work on console. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. Stop adding shit to PC. Stop adding shit to PC. While your PC is your core game, your console game is over here. You're ignoring us. You're ignoring the console edition. It seems like that. It seems like you're ignoring us. And that's bullshit. You're treating us with disrespect and giving them everything they want, and that's not right. That game is finished. That game is done. That game is successful. The PC version has literally minor issues. While on console edition, you have major issues. If you're being serious and you want to make money, stop adding shit on the PC. Seriously. Because that's where your money's going right now, is PC. You want to know why you're not making money? Because you're using it to upgrade, to add new shit to PC. That's why. Rather than working on console, you're working on PC. And that's bullshit. So, your company saying that you don't make enough money, then stop using it on PC and start working on console. Capiche? That's my suggestion. Shadowskate says 6 days ago. What update? I agree. What update? I haven't seen one. All I see is minor bug issues being fixed. And some of them haven't even been fixed yet. But I would rather have custom servers right now for the community's sake. Not for mine, but for the people who want it. The people who deserve it. Not just for me. Gunbag McGee again a week ago says, "Why is everyone so toxic on Rust?" That's a good question. Why are you toxic? Why? Are you jealous? Did you have a bad day at school? Did you have a bad day in your neighborhood? Did kids piss you off? Did somebody pee on your leg? Did an animal get to you? What's your deal? What's the deal? Why are you so toxic? 95% of this game is toxic. And they all have an excuse. And most of them are in teams. And if you get them by themselves and you actually gunfight them, 9 chances out of 10, you're going to smash them. If you have a gun and they have a gun. 9 chances out of 10, you're going to smash them. Why? Because they don't have the number game anymore. And I guarantee, here's the thing, I guarantee when these designated servers come out, they're definitely going to be playing quad servers. They're not going to be playing solo. They're not going to be playing duo. They're going to be playing quad. And that says a lot. That's going to say a lot. And as far as I'm concerned, instead of being like, well, we need to make money for community servers. No, what you need to do is you need to stop putting money on the PC version and take some of the official servers that you have up already and then put them in your community. Or just allow people to just make their own server and be done with it. Plain and simple. Let's see, is there any more else? Okay, Xiaoling 5000 7 days ago says, fix graphics before adding dumb updates, and why are you updating test branch so much? Update the base game, LDEL's LD11. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Okay. But I will answer this. If they are doing that, then I mean, first off, you got to test it. You got to test everything before you release it. I mean, you really do. You have to test it because there might be major issues with it if you just release it on the bat. And then, they're fixing it, and then you're going to be complaining about them not having it fixed on the first go when they first release it. But, because it'd be broken. So it's best to have it on a test server and have it tested before it's released. Which should have been done already. Just saying. And then Known Blues right after Jingling 5000 says, yeah, bro, community servers and base game would be nice so I don't have to spend 70 plus bucks when I already own the game. So, are you trying to say that you pay to win? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Nomad Blues, that you're paying to win? Really? You're paying to win? I feel bad for you if you are. Costa Karma, 7 days ago, Costa Karma 94, sorry, 7 days ago says, the developers of this game will never compare to DayZ's developers and to Microsoft. You can shove one deep for not taking my refund. Okay, first of all, it's not right to compare one server to another. It's not fair. Every game is different. Every game is built different. Every game's engine is different. But yeah, I have to admit, the engine that Rust uses is quite old. It's literally the same engine that's used on PC. Just altered, of course, a little bit, but with different coding. I'm pretty sure there's different coding involved there. But the point is Karma, you really shouldn't compare other game developers to another game developer, because it's not right. Unless they're both the same developers, but they're two different games. Then you can make a comparison. But like I said, DayZ and Rust are two different games. They're totally different as far as I'm concerned. Uh, but then again, I've never played DayZ, so I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a survival game or not. Maybe if it is, then maybe it is better. Who knows? But it's still not fair to to compare developers like that. It's not right. Scout Bar. Okay. Okay. Dweebs 7 days ago says fix aim training spawns. Now I don't know what this means. I'm assuming it's you spawn in, you die by another player. I'm assuming that's what it is. Um, First of all, that shouldn't be a thing. As a matter of fact, some servers actually do fix this. They did fix this. Some of them did. I've noticed that. I've been to like 10 different servers on Console Edition, in the for this region, and every single one of them, I can't even get started. I always get offline when I go to bed that night. So, like, it's just ridiculous. And as a matter of fact, the main server I play on, I can't build anywhere because the moment I go to bed and I get up, or I fall asleep and get up, I'm offline. If I'm off for more than 6 hours, or 6 hours or more, it seems that I get offline. Period. Doesn't matter where I'm at. And I think that's bullshit. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. Not just for me, but for everybody else that gets offline like that. It's bullshit. Like, especially when I'm living out in the middle of nowhere, not bothering anybody. And just playing the game. Now, okay. This one I will go beyond the 7-day mark because this one's only a day older. But it's by Scout Barbecue, 8 days old, says, and I have to like this one too because it hits the nail right on the head. Because I've said this already. Scout Barbecue says, 8 days ago, you need to add solo, duo, trio servers so the game can be played without the Zergs. Yes. I agree 150%. Okay? And the reason why I say this is because, yes, that's who owns the servers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what server you play on. It's always a Zerg group. It's always a Zerg group. Not only do we need all these servers out, but we also need to be able to make our own servers and have a blueprint wipe. That's what we need. And that's just being honest. We need all this stuff. And this would be a good update. This would be a really good update. Those three things I just said would be perfect for an update. And while you're doing it, you could release the pre-patch for the map, the next DLC or whatever, or new update that you want to bring out. You could add a pre-patch for that. So that's 4 things you could do right there. And that pre-patch would be on the test servers, while everything else would be in the game in general, would be in the core game. So there you go. See? Just fix that problem. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this. This seemed like... Wait, okay, hold on. This one's 10 days old. This one's 10 days... This is the last one for sure. Dark Galaxy X22 10 days ago says, I'm not going to stop complaining about Rust until you give us what we paid for. So I'd like to give some advice. I suggest you pick up the last few pieces of your reputation and work on adding the features and content you promised 2 years ago and make the game actually playable on old gen without going dark for 4 months while you work on an update. Yeah. I mean, that's spoken like somebody who came from the military. Another adult. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm playing on Series X, and we're still not seeing any updates. It's the same. It's literally the same. The shit is the same. There's no major changes, and I agree. So that was just, I did say a week, but 10 days is fair enough. Especially the really good ones. He made another comment the same day. And then he says, this is a continuous comment from the last one. And he said, Dark Galaxy X22, same day, 10 days. We're going to continue with this because, yeah. He says, I say you are ungodly lucky someone hasn't filed a lawsuit against you. You know what? You're right. Dark Galaxy X22, you're right. Not only is this false advertising that you've pulled, but it's fraud. Not only is it false advertising, but it's fraud at the same time. And I'll explain why it's fraud. Which it may not fall exactly in the category of fraud, more like theft, but still. Is that you promised an update, right? Which gets people to join to get people hyped to play your game. Okay? And this was almost a year ago. Okay? This was almost a year ago. You promised an update. And so you get these people hyped up and you go dark. Just like this guy said. You go dark. No updates, nothing. What you do is you just add small minor details and then put all those updates on PC. Now, first of all, that's bullshit. Okay? And when I first made these videos, I was like, yeah, test it on PC first, then come back to this game. Now you've added two different things. You added a Molotov and an extended clip. Okay? Stop. Right there. Stop. Not only that, you added trains and shit. Stop. Stop right there. That's a major update for PC. Now bring that shit to console. Bring all that shit to console. And see how it works. See how it runs. Because I'm telling you right now, I may not play this. I'm not streaming this game until I see a change. Which means I may not ever stream it again. And if it comes right down to it, I do agree with Dark Galaxy on this one. If you do not deliver, you will be sued. Not just by me, but apparently him and a lot of major... shit, you might even be sued by Microsoft if you're not careful. Because I guarantee they wouldn't tolerate that kind of bullshit. That's false advertising. Nobody would play your game. And then he continued on. Last one. No, he made more. Oh my God. Okay, he made at least like 3 more. He made at least 3 more after that one. Dark Galaxy X22 says, same day, you are officially worse than Epic Games at this point. You have basically ruined your company's reputation by exploiting the console community, refusing refunds until Microsoft makes you ineligible for a refund, then give us extremely tiny update while you delay literally every new feature you promise, then just rust to die. He's right. He's right. What can I say? He's right. He's literally right. And he goes after that. He said, I paid $60 and expected a functional game with private servers, reasonable frame rate, and actual moderation on servers. What I got was a laggy, unfinished, and hacker-infested dumpster fire of a game. Then, after you reject refunds for a few months, you announce tiny updates. Then, after 2 years, you announce RimWorld and leave Rust to rot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That much I don't know about. I didn't get to that update, whatever. But yeah, I joined. Must have. Yeah. Anyway, last comment that he said. Yep. Then they go charging $40 for a top-down mediocre survival game that looks like a drunk teenager creating the models and graphics for it. Okay. Honestly, I don't give a shit about the. Well, I mean, well, yeah, I do give a shit about the graphics. The graphics got to be at least halfway decent, at least playable. But he's right about most of it. He's right about most of it. The refunding portion of it, I don't know about Epic Games. Epic Games, I never played on Epic Games games, so I think Fortnite was one of them. I think on PC. I think that's the only one I played, and even then I didn't like it because it was PC, and the PC I was using was dog shit at the time. But yeah. And then, the lawsuit thing, that's true. And he's not going to stop complaining. I cannot say that I disagree with him. As a matter of fact, I agree with him 100%. You need to fix this game now, not when you feel like it. Now's the time. Now's the time. Make people happy. Make console happy. You made PC happy. They're as happy can be. Come over here to console edition and do your job. That's all we ask. Do your job. Give us something. The time is now. Shit, I never thought I'd say that quote. But hey, just like John Cena, the time is now. So get to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I wanted to read about these comments. They seemed very, very accurate and on point. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this content. Hit that like, subscribe. If you haven't already, share with your friends and family. Help this channel grow. I've been thinking about making a Cash App in case you all want to donate. You don't have to, but it's just out there in case you want to support the channel and help it grow even more. That way, that would be much appreciated as well. I will give an update on that as soon as it is released, and I will even put it in the description if I can. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this content, and I will catch you on the flip side of things. Peace out, and have a wonderful day, evening, or whenever you're watching this. Peace.